Test, test, test. Looking good. Happy Wednesday. Getting warmed up with some challenge of the week. Heading off to ranked very soon. What up, Flatwoods? How you doing, sir? This will come as a shocker. It do be tough. Game's a little different now, I guess. Are you having fun at least? I'm surprised you ended up getting it. What was the main draw this year for you? Love baseball? Yeah, fair. That's where I was at. I barely played the last 2 years. This year, the main draw for me was the co-op PXP, so you can do your missions while you play co-op. That was enough for me to want to get the game. Yayo said gameplay's better. Game is actually decent. Fair. I'm doing good. Doing good. I've been pretty much out of touch socials-wise. Like, I've been on Twitter a little bit, like here and there. Definitely during launch week, I was on Twitter. And then pretty much before that and after that, I was not. So I'm not sure how things have changed outside of that, like, first week or two. I think the changes are, like, not significant, but I think the hit variety makes it a little bit more fun. I think Megs and Velos are interesting, but I think they're trying to make us develop a power swing / contact swing approach with the ambush hitting and everything. So I think there's a layer to that hasn't been tapped into yet. And we'll see how that develops over the year. So it could be like the gameplay's better. So far, I've been kind of satisfied with fielding too, which is where my main gameplay gripe usually comes from. Fielding. Like, I've never been like super in love with the approach that they've taken in the hitting engine, but at the same time, like, I can at least mostly understand where they're coming from, even if I don't agree with it. And there's some level of, like, you can never make hitting like feel that perfect or whatever. But I felt like fielding had a lot of room to improve, and I feel like that has improved, it seems to me. What's up, Egg? What's going on, dude? Is this egg as in without egg? Is RL good? Is that like the weekend league? Yes, sir. That's you. Let's go. What's up, man? How was co-op without me this weekend? Real life. Ah, real life. I should have known. I forgot that existed. Yeah, it's good. No, you're good. I was just so locked into the video game verse. It was good. I was visiting my in-laws this weekend for a holiday weekend, so that was cool. And yeah, just got back in last night. So moving probably in anywhere between 2 to 3 months. So a lot of stuff coming up, but it's all good stuff. Very busy, but all good. Good life stuff. Like 5 or so at 720. Oh, nice. You don't need me. You're gonna have to carry me when I come back. Probably tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, the squad is the same as it was, guys, since the last time we played. Let's see. These cards are at 15k. I do. We got this. Oh, Larry Walker. Where did this car come from? Oh, Live Series Collection. This car's not bad. It's DHable, but like, there's some decent DH cards already in the game. I took this McGuire out, but for some reason I've been like, it's a home run, or sorry, I have 11 hits, 11 strikeouts with him, and I don't usually strike out like crazy. So 11 strikeouts is a lot, I think. 28 strikeouts with this Nick Kurtz card with 40 hits though, in comparison. Like these guys all have like 2 to 3 times more hits than strikeouts. Like this Roman Anthony card. But that McGuire card is like striking out a lot. I feel like I strike out with this Kobe Mayo card a lot. Actually, a little less than I thought. Haven't even played ranked yet. Yeah. There's a lot to do in this game. What have you been playing then? All right. I struck out a lot less with this Carson Williams card than I would have expected. Just because his swing's a little bit long. Would have thought I would have struck out more. But I think this is a squad we're running. There's a few cards available that I'll probably try to get soon, but not been making my way towards yet. What does this pack odds look like? 84 plus guaranteed. This Bellinger is 34K in the market. I have 18K right now. Who else we got in here? Christian Walker. Card's 12K. That's not bad. A new chase pack cards. Those Devers. I was killing it with the gold Devers. Headliners is Robin Yount. It's only 4,500. These are nice cards to pick up for like collections and stuff. New events is really fun but annoying. What makes it annoying? It's not live series anymore, is it? We've got less than 40 speed, less than 50 Ks per 9. Common courtesy program rewards, 3 inning games. Yeah, I honestly like these kind of team builds probably more than anything else. It just depends on if you end up with all the same players in every single matchup. Okay, so third drop missions have come out. Does that mean we can finish this whole thing? Veritech. You got this Jose Bautista card. Ooh. First and third. Right field primary. Oh, you can buy it in the market for 16. Diamond Quest and 9 inning games versus computer. Okay. What's the computer games for? Are you grinding towards something with that, or just because it's been fun? Bautista looks kind of nice. You got this Premier Pack. These cards are a little cheap now. I should probably scoop some of these up. Try to finish out that collection. Okay. And then there's probably a new program that I haven't seen. Well, in the common program, you do get a diamond at the end of it. Okay. Or are they trolling with that part? Okay, so you do get diamonds out of here. Okay, cool. Is this new? Did they add this today? Because someone was saying, like, they're going to troll us with, like, a diamond tomorrow or whatever. So I'm wondering if that just came in today. Grinding Team Infinity. Okay. Cards get, like, 55K. I want that Babe for the Yankees. Valid. Okay. And this comes out in 2 days. So is that Friday? That's going to be Friday. It's going to be some kind of... whatchamacallit. Actually, I don't want this Steve Finley card. Do I put Mark McGuire back in? Should I buy the Jose Bautista card? I kind of want to just use him for fun. I'm going to do it. We don't make good financial decisions here. Bautista batting third right away. Why not? Well, let's go for it. Record's not good. Don't worry about the record. We are just vibing. I think I did not. I'm actually going to do that now before I start this matchup. Oh, also because I want to turn crossplay off. We're going to cancel this one. We're going to turn crossplay off. And then I'm going to switch to make sure I'm on a LAN connection here. Because I switch my... Like, I use the the Ethernet port for work. Oh, it is wired. Okay, good. But at least I did need to turn off crossplay. Now we can game. I wish the menus were a little bit more accessible. My inner OCD. Yeah. Menus, they started taking a weird turn, like, when the PS5 came out. They changed it completely. And I'm just not a big fan of, like, dark mode. That's all. Well, yeah. There's a lot. Like, I guess I don't know anything about menu design personally, but it just doesn't feel like the way I would want it to feel. I liked the 2018 menus. The 2019 menus, I think, were the same. I like those. There are supercharged cards. Do I have that Ellie card? I don't think so. I should go take a look at what supercharges are out there. That's probably what I should have done instead of buying Jose Bautista, but whatever. We're trying Strike Zone camera. Work is good, man. Started a new job last year, and it's been a learning curve, but we are grinding. I get some work from home days, which is nice. How about you? Guessing not as busy as COVID time was. But I feel like healthcare's had a lot of layoffs. Or layoffs and like people like leaving and like shortages. Nurse shortages and whatnot. Alright. Bautista debut. Gone forever, forgotten never? I hope so. Well, even gone forever, hope not, maybe not. What up, sir? How you doing, Greg? Just getting some ranked going here. First at bat with Jose Bautista is a high fly ball. Very high. Kind of far. Just deep enough. First walk-off rank win. Let's go. How's rank treating you so far this year? Nice indeed. My last-ditch effort to be good at this game is to start playing on Strike Zone view. And took me a little while to adjust the other day, but I think we're going to get there. Might make a video of it. Noise. Couple of light check swings for Nick Kurtz. Nicholas, if you will. If I may. Runs it from 0-2 to 3-2. Up the middle and good enough.
Off the plate, ball one.
Perfect on the sinker inside. That's one thing I've noticed since switching to Strike Zone view is I've been hitting that pitch just a little bit more often. It's a very small sample size. But I've had some nice swings on those pitches lately.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Egg Malone knows. I was playing a co-op game with Egg. And I was like, look, I'm switching my hitting view. Don't expect any hits before the 4th inning. That's exactly what happened, and then we popped off.
Got him.
You use that feature where you guess a side pre-pitch, the ambush hitting. I use it sparingly because I haven't been able to, like, when I do use it, I don't get the results that I want. 90% of that feels like user error. It's like I'm not squaring up the ball whenever I ambush. And also, like, I don't think about it enough to, like, in the situations where I could use it, like where I'm ahead in the count, I'm not really thinking about it. So it's not a judgment that I'm not using it right now. It's mostly like a comfort thing. And again, I think that some of the stuff with like low exit velos and stuff like that is a result of them adding that to the game. They didn't want that to be too OP while you're ambushing. So I think that might be a reason why. They kind of want you to power swing along with it. That's my guess. And so I'm definitely going to continue to try to learn to get good with it. So I think it's an advantage if you can wield it well. And it gives you a chance to show off a little bit of predictive ability and get rewarded for that. So overall, I think it's a really good feature. Switch views to, and I swear I hit the ball so much better. What'd you switch to and from?
Ball inside.
And I've been a Strike Zone 2 guy for a long time. And when I did use Strike Zone 1, I used to sit really far back from my monitor because it just like there's something about sitting so close, like I didn't feel like I could see properly. And it was like moving too fast or something. I don't know. So I liked the far zoomed out view a little bit more, but it's one of those things where literally everybody uses Strike Zone. And so like all the best players use Strike Zone. So I feel like I have to give it a fair shot.
Ball 3.
Because it almost feels like a lot of this for this year feels like this is the last time I'm really going to try hard at this game. So I might as well try hard in the way that the tryhards try hard. So
That's ball 4. Hey, that works.
That being said, I did try Control Freaks at the beginning of this year, and it did not work for me. As always, I try Control Freaks like every year, every other year. And as soon as I take them off, I start hitting 10 times better. So
1 and 1.
That's another thing where I think all the best players use it, but it has never worked for me. So that's why, like, you know, maybe this is another one of those things.
2 strikes.
Maybe I am just bad.
Count is 3 and 2. Ball 4. Take your base.
Use that slider upstairs, and now it's tying run at the plate. And could tell Marte versus a lefty, so don't love that. I'm using precision ring on the left stick. I used to have a makeshift precision ring. I had like this cover,
0-2 is the count.
like a gel cover for my controller for some grip.
Inside ball.
And it basically acted like a precision ring, and it did not work for me either. I actually cut the gel around the edge of my controllers, around the edge of my analogs, so that it stopped interfering.
3 and 2.
PlayStation, you couldn't hit with Control Freaks. On Xbox, you can't hit without them. That makes sense, I think. I did play Xbox for like a year, and I couldn't do the staggered sticks. So I had to get a controller that was like shaped like a PS4 controller, basically, so that the sticks were in line, because my thumb, like, I just could not get used to hitting up with the stick up there. So I don't know if there's like a little different feel for that. If that's one of the reasons, or if like the sticks are just completely different lengths or what. That's interesting. It's your first year using Pinpoint. How do you like it so far? I thought I was going to piece up that curveball, but I guess it got right at the bottom of the zone, and one time I wanted to smash the PCI, I didn't. I just got on top of it.
one.
It's different but interesting. We're using analog before or meter? Because I know some people who were using both. I was just talking to them recently.
That's outside.
I think one was still using one is still using analog, one is still using meter. Get a ball. Nice. Meter, okay. That's the one thing. The one thing about meter that like I really wish they had on analog and pinpoint, which they kind of have on analog, but it doesn't really do anything. Is the ability to choose your effectiveness of the pitch. It's 92 off the bat. It felt like a good swing though. Might have needed to hit that to left center. Death, taxes, and dude food hating. Well, feels like it hasn't been that much of a constant to start the year, so hopefully I can keep it up the rest of the day.
Hey, 2. That's a ball.
I feel like Hoff plays way better than All-Star this year, though.
Ball, that's just out. The count's full.
I believe he probably swung at that pitch.
Hey,
This is a new... Oh, it's a Beltre. I was going to ask if it was the new Santander card. It's not even Santander.
ball, that's out.
But yeah, pitch effectiveness. I wish you could, like, kind of, you know,
Ball 2.
throw a nice little
2-0.
just floating curveball in there for a strike. Like on that pitch, on 2-0, I just want to throw a slider for a strike. Doesn't need to be the nastiest slider ever. And then I wish I could break off a fully effective slider on 2 strikes. In this case, you basically have to throw 2 different pitches like that. He's barely out. I thought that was going to be safe. So that was one nice thing about meter. It's meter was a little bit more wild, but I really like the ability to have a little bit more choice in your pitch.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
Sometimes you just want to throw a strike, you know? Sometimes you're just trying to lay it in there real quick.
Hey. The count is full.
All right. Come back and get him for the strikeout. Heart of the order coming up. And can tell Marte with his he's not up on inside edge, it looks like, against righties today. Like he was like all last week. It doesn't matter. Opposite field, perfect home run. Bautista let off the scoring with a solo shot in the first.
That's out. Hey. I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's that sinker inside that I hit with Mayo earlier. That's a pitch I'm pretty much just looking for right now.
Ball, that's out.
Not on a 1-2 right after he threw it though.
Count's full.
Thought I might have swung at that. Full count though.
That's ball.
Oh, just inside. I thought that was going to be a sinker and break well inside, but actually looked like it caught a little bit of the corner. Not that they ever call that one a strike. They usually call it against me, though. It feels like whoever's playing. If you're watching a streamer, if I'm playing, if I'm watching someone play, usually that one ends up being a strike. How's that not a strike? Should be, right?
No, he's safe.
Need computer umps, right? Man, I dotted that one. Dotted the first 2, actually. If that gets through somehow, we're gonna test the arm. Pays off with 1 out. I thought Sale was gonna knock that down, actually. Let's get a slider away right here. Ooh. There's that pitch I was looking for in the second pitch, but he's thrown 2 dot sliders so far in this inning.
Ball in. Did he go?
I thought for sure that I swung at that one. I thought I was 100% sure. Nice. That was ball 4, but instead we drive and run. Didn't want to have the bases loaded, I guess.
Yeah.
I was looking for that pitch.
Oh,
He got too jumpy. Looking for that pitch too. And now it's 0-2. Feeling good about the matchup, though. I gotta stay at second. Grand Slam incoming, that would have been nice.
Outside, that's a ball.
All right, let's just look for something inside for now. Leave the slider if it comes.
Hey.
There was the pitch.
Three.
And a good pitch.
Come on, James.
Made a mistake on that one. I was gonna say, I don't think this guy's been making too many bad pitches, to be honest. He's making the most of the opportunities so far.
No, that's down.
Back to the top of the lineup. This guy led off with a double for Ellie. I think it's been pretty much nada since then.
Ball 2.
And Ellie's got... He's a supercharged, but he's not up against lefties. So I guess his supercharge was all against righties. I know he had that 2-homer game. I don't know if this was from that. Probably was.
Take your base.
Leads off the inning. Not the inning, but 1-out walk.
Hey.
Yikes. Got away with it. That was weird. He got out of the way of the slide. I don't know if you saw that. Let's replay that. He got out of the way of the slide and then still got knocked over. He, like, stepped through the bag, got around him. And then, yeah, like, maybe he like, would have had to dodge a little bit, but he did a full somersault with no contact.
Hey.
Carson Williams with a homer in the
0-1's
game.
the count.
I think he was on a changeup.
Hey. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball. 1 ball.
All of a sudden, I'm not
2
seeing the
strikes.
ball out of Chris Sale's hand. The do 500 animations, right? What was the other one we said? The umpire animations? We found 2 of them. Performative arts, no contact somersault. There we go.
Now batting, the center fielder, Roman.
The MLB version of flopping. Not a sinker that time. 4-seam fastball. So I get under it. Cattell's homer was against a righty. Now he's got a lefty who he likes to face more. There's a rocket. The silly hit animations when they celebrate on base. True. That's 102 off the bat, but he kind of got on top of it. It was hit so hard it's gone anyway. Didn't have a chance to get down.
Hey. 0-1. Hey. No balls, 2 strikes. 3.
Striker for Bautista. So homer the first time. I think he struck out the last 2.
Hey.
I never think about like how many animations they're saying they're adding every year. But I feel like weren't there a few years there where they added like 2,000, 3,000 animations? Here's the Santander. He does have him on the team. It just wasn't where I thought he was last time. I thought he was the Beltray last time.
No, he's in there.
Taking a little lead off with 50 speed there.
Ball one.
He's had a bunch of rare runs, right?
2 strikes the count.
Next year, they're just going to have weapon inspects.
That's in. Ball 2.
They're going to come up to the plate twirling their bat. The pitcher's going to be spinning the ball on his finger on the mound. And you're going to have to buy it in the shop for $20.
3.
All right, time for a new pitcher. Noah Schultz does not get through 4. We also don't have a lot of pitching remaining, so good luck, I guess. My best bet is going to be to try to mercy this game.
0-1's the count.
Animations where players chew gum.
Hey, 2.
You have some good cards. I do like my team. I pulled a Trout and I pulled a Skeens.
2 strikes.
A couple other diamonds as well, but those were the 2 big ones. And so I was able to kind of buy a decent amount of cards in the market. Kind of build my team exactly the way I wanted to, which was nice.
First base.
The main thing there is I was really able to buy all of the relief pitchers.
Aye.
So that's been pretty huge.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A lot of the hitters are like kind of cheap, like the pipeline ones. I think you get them for like 5, 10K. Ketel Marte was really the only expensive card.
Inside, ball 1. That's ball 2.
You're lucky I've pulled nothing, but it's cool. Hey man, this is the first time ever I've pulled a Trout when he was worth something. First time ever. My pack luck has slowly improved since 2018. What up, ASG? Since 2018, my pack luck has slowly improved. Because 2018, man, you used to get like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of packs for free. And I would pull nothing out of those. Absolutely nothing. I think I didn't... In 2018, I was playing a decent amount. Like, I got the Immortals, like, very quickly. All right, thankfully, we don't have to use the rest of the bullpen in that game. GG's. But I didn't pull any diamonds for, like, the first couple months or something like that. 2018, GG on your team. Thank you, sir. All 5 AL Central teams about to be tied for first with a record of 2-4. No way. That's amazing. Soto and Fernando this year. Oh, that's pretty good. Got Franco Miller from TA. Oh, yeah. Miller's good, too. What up, Dan? Judge, Devers, Cattell, Skeens, gambled it all on taxes. Packs. Same thing in your case. Yeah, so you have, what, a net worth of negative infinity right now? After pulling all those cards? Tragic. Completed some missions. Not a whole lot to show for it yet. Let me just make sure. I'm going to take a peek at my supercharges. Can you filter supercharges? Maybe not. Well, let me do live series at least. Okay, so we got a Jazz. His defense is pretty good, and he's up on both sides. Contact versus lefty's not great. I could certainly start this Jazz card, though. Should be at least on the bench, at the very least. Doesn't seem like too many others. Maybe no other hitters so far. How about pitchers? There was a pitcher. Nathan Eovaldi. He's up to an 87, which is pretty good, but not sure I love the pitch mix. Just pull Ohtani this week and break even. Is PXP easier to get? Yeah, they increased how much you get per plate appearance, and then it takes less to level them up. And if you're talking about like PXP in the missions, I think are, well, you're able to do them in co-op, so that helps, but probably not super useful all the time. Carson Kelly is upgraded. Do I have him? Don't think I have him. I'm not going to buy them because they're going to be up in price right now anyway. It was funny though. I was planning on, before like the first day, I didn't get to it, but before the first day of the season, I was going to go and like, whatchamacallit, go and buy all of the cheaper live series cards. So cards like Carson Kelly, I wanted to buy before Supercharge became a thing, and I kind of forgot to do it. So I finished like a handful of those teams, but I didn't get to all of them. So here we are, living without Carson Kelly. See if my opponent shows up. Ellie, Judge, and Carson Kelly. Are those the only three right now? And then, oh, Jazz. I forgot to put Jazz in the lineup. I should have put him on the bench at least. I was even saying that at the time, and I didn't do it. Hagen Smith, interesting. Might be my first time seeing the Hank Aaron card this year. Carson's 189 stubs, really. Y'all like Jazz?
Ball inside.
Almost as much as Jason Dominguez. On veteran. Hagen Smith was like the first pitcher that I took out of my rotation.
Let's go. He beat it.
Nicholas, no. I guess there were a lot more supercharges the first day just because of opening day. I think they'd supercharge one for every team. Some more rotation. Noah Schultz, Garrett Crochet. This Clay Buchholz is, I'm just debuting right now.
That's foul.
Live series Chris Sale, I believe. I might have taken him out now. I forget.
No, he's safe.
Yeah, I think I have him up for a sell order or something like that. That's 4 pitches, I believe. Pitchers, I believe.
That's outside. Ball.
And
That's a
who's
foul.
my last pitcher? I can actually check that, can't I? Tanner Houck and Jake Arrieta. Yeah. This card's been really good for me. I think Arrieta's just okay. I think Houck's been really good. I'm not sure if he's fallen off recently, but it didn't let me change it, dude. Oh my god. Now those were the things earlier I was saying that fielding feels a little bit better. Those are the kinds of things where make it feel horrible.
That's in.
I tried to throw to third, and then he like took forever to get rid of the ball, so I said, okay, now I'm not throwing to third, let me throw to first. And then it didn't give me a meter, it just kept flashing. Because I had him dead. I had him cooked at third base immediately. 37 speed to first. Hopefully we can get 2 here. All right. Sure. This guy gets 5 outs to play with. That's fine. Hauktua. Oh, boy. Torpedo bat in the equipment pools yet? I got to invent it first. You got to craft it. Can't pull it. You have to go to the exchanges. Trade in your axe bat. And your maple. And your pencil Victus. So far, it feels like this guy's just contact swinging. No, maybe it's just because they're on 2 strikes. All right, let's get that run back. Let's get 5 runs and not have to worry about that one. Hagen Smith. I think he throws like fastball, slider, changeup, curveball. One of those super basic mixes. Press X, my boy. Splitter 2-seam. Okay, so no changeup. Splitter 2-seam. No caps. Why do we need all these equipment cards?
Did he go?
That's a good question. I don't know. Does anybody know the answer to that? All right, so we get the first run back right away on the second pitch. I don't think I know the answer to that, Flatwoods. Because there was a thing before where you could. I think it's a home run too. You could use your equipment card like for your team or something, but not all the equipment cards. There were like some that you could use for the team, like a bat or something. But I think that only happened for like a year or 2. I don't even know. All of them are for the Road to the Show guys. Yeah, so it's just like collections in Diamond Dynasty. And then you're just using them in Road to the Show. So that makes sense. In DD, it's pretty much just collection stuff. I think even up until last year, caps were in DD. Just missed that one. Because of that, I think we might see a little shift next year on how some of that stuff works.
That's a ball.
I still want to see a big shift on how your squad works. Because I feel like they've added nice little things, you know? A lot of the stuff we've seen this year, a lot of people like. They're mostly just reversions to old systems, though. They've just kind of gone back and picked whatever was the best, most loved system the last, like, 10 years for a lot of the game. And so we'll see if they come in with any new stuff the next few years and really innovate on some of the content.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And I hope they have a refresh on how squads work.
Nope. Ball.
What are we talking about? No way, that's not gone.
2-0. Hee-haw.
What are we talking about? Just general Diamond Dynasty. But Flatwoods was asking about the equipment. Specifically. So I was just saying, like, you know, now it's no, like, the only function is Road to the Show, so I wonder if they change how it works in DD next year.
Full count. Take your base. Here we go.
I don't think they'll remove it, but they might change it. So I think they have like a lot of sponsorships with that kind of stuff, so they will need to have like visibility in Diamond Dynasty, and maybe they expand it even more. Strike Zone 2? Real elites use Fisheye? Ah, yeah, you're right. How you doing, Lawbanger?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll use Fisheye. That sounds good. Strike Zone is clearly not working for me. I have to do something a little bit better. The old Conquest TA Gambit. Goats use retro. Joke's on you, I do use retro. Just not for hitting. I think that's Hank Aaron in right field. We're testing the arm anyway. And it was the right call, just barely. That was a pretty good throw. I don't know if it was a perfect throw, but it was a really good throw. And I feel like 5 times out of 10, I'm probably out. Go upstairs one more time, I dare you. Good spot. All right, I think that's what I said, right? I said let's try to get that 1 run back so we can get even, and then let's also just go ahead and score 5 runs. I think that's exactly what I said after the top of the first. You know, sometimes when you set goals, you can achieve anything. Marte. Very good, very nice. Wouldn't be surprised if you quit after that one. That was a perfect. When did you score 5? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Marte parte. I think if you parallel 5 him, maybe even parallel 4, I'm not sure where I have him right now. I think he gets diamond defense. I didn't realize his defense was that good. I actually thought he was like silver defense. And we were using him the other day. Someone had him P4, P5. He was slinging some diamond D. There's a Bregman card. I believe it's, what is it, like a 88, 87? This card looks pretty good. I feel like by the time I get to him, he's going to be not better than other cards I have available.
Ball, that's in. Two and two.
There we go. JJ Weatherholt. Got a little combo of like Carlos Gomez plus Larry Walker going on. Caught way too much to the plate, but I didn't think he had that much power. He has 77 power. That's pretty good. I don't know why I thought he had like 50 or lower, so I was just trying to throw him a strike on the outside half of the plate. Made me pay for it. That one feels fine. The run that I scored in the first, way saltier about. Because that one was pretty earned. And actually, probably 4 swings now in this inning that were pretty good. The only, like one of the 2 outs was a perfect out. So if I walk away from this inning with only 2 runs allowed, I'll be pretty happy actually.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Common courtesy program worth it. They dropped 88s today. So I don't know if those came out today or what, but the diamond versions of those cards are in the program. So I don't know, like the best card in that was I think a Richie Ashburn. Is that right? He didn't look all that special, but if you like the high contact cards, then yes.
That's ball 4. Runner, take your base.
You know what, Dan? Let me put it this way. I'm going to say yes, it's worth it for you.
No, that's out.
You are the only person in the MLB The Show community for whom I will genuinely say that 100% it is worth it. You know why? You know why, Dan? Because if you get those cards, you can't sell them and buy packs. If you finish that program, you're forced to keep those cards and not waste them on packs. That's why it's good for you. Any other program, you'd get your cards and you'd sell them.
That's a ball.
And you'd lose everything. Completed new threads via packs. Unreal. Dan would be frustrated just looking at my stub count. It's a common problem with Dan. See what you did there.
The second baseman, Patel. Marte.
Ball.
So that's my only way that I think you're going to be able to fill out a team of diamonds, Dan. Is if you do the programs that don't let you sell the cards.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Unironically, Dan, like, on a serious note, I am a little concerned for you, for you when you turn 21 to be able to gamble. Genuinely, like,
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Bautista.
it was a little bit alarming, sir. So I'm just hoping that it sticks to video games and does not translate. Because that part is no joke. I have like 36k stubs. You can get a lot for that this year, actually. Some good cards out there for like 5, 10k. I think a lot of my team is like 5, 10k cards. The pipeline cards. Some of the best relievers are like 40k, 20k.
1.
That's where I usually spend my stubs at the beginning
0
of the
balls,
year.
1 strike.
To win this summer circuit. Oh my god.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And when you win, I'll make a bank. Imagine if they have DraftKings for MLB The Show.
Hey!
Actually, don't give that idea to
1-2
Dan.
the count.
Pretend I didn't say that, Dan. Strikeout for Clay? People bet on enough things. Also true.
Ball.
It's in the Northeast. I can make a visit. Oh no. What have I done?
Ball.
I'm sure there are people who gamble responsibly. I don't know if Dan's brain will have developed enough at 21 to be able to do that, though. It's already starting. Giving up 3 runs in 2 innings? That's worse than the White Sox. Is it, though? Actually, the White Sox, I don't think their starters gave up a run in the first 4 games.
The right fielder, number 44, Hank Aaron.
I think their starters did not give up a run until the 6th inning of the 5th game. So yeah, it's worse than the White Sox because they were doing the best. I bet a whole $10 on the Super Bowl. Was that your free $10 from DraftKings? White Sox winning the World Series, yes sir. First place team right now. I think ASG was just saying everybody in the AL Central is 2-4 and in first place. 2005 people are taking bets on who the next Pope would be. How you doing, Jackie?
Leading off for the machine, the first baseman, Nick Kerr.
All right, Nicky, let's go now.
It's about to pay out. Oh boy.
No, that's out.
Your deposit match just left $10 in there, but can't be bothered to put in a bet. Valid. Can't lose if you don't play.
The third baseman, number 16.
What kind of new content are we getting this week? We've got monthly program, whatever it's called, the Spotlight. I think that comes out in a couple days. Is
Jorge, big hit. Let's go, baby.
there anything coming out tomorrow? It feels like the content schedule's been kind of like that so far. Like every day there's a little something, like maybe a headliner pack or something. Feels a little bit different. Nicholas Kurtz, the co-op goat. Making plays,
No, ball.
hitting outs. I always thought you'd be a good bettor. The best way to become a bad bettor is to think you're a good bettor. Maybe you will be. Most likely you won't be. Deciding on whether I should be sad or not that I don't have MLB The Show. Are you playing Out of the Park this year, Jackie? Chess is giving you pain.
0-1.
Have you been grinding chess since, like, last year?
Ball.
Or did you take a break?
1-1.
The initial favorite did indeed become the Pope.
1 and 2's the count.
No Cinderella story.
Hey!
My bracket's still doing okay. Only one other person has Auburn in the final ahead of me. Or winning the finals. So, just got to make it happen now. Out of the Park is so rigged. Rip. I think I want to get Out of the Park Go. The mobile version. I don't really want to play it on my computer, but I also don't want to spend $50 for it on the computer. I think it's like $10 on the phone. But it's like a light version where you can play like Perfect Ending and stuff. Or not Perfect Ending, but Perfect Team. Haven't lost in 3 days. We don't talk about the other 300 days.
Make the play. Ha! It's 0-1.
You know what's funny though? I'm not like great at predicting stuff. On the topic of if I would be a good gambler. I don't think I'm very good at predicting stuff, but I'm really good at winning raffles. And like anytime I don't even do paid raffles, just like throwing my hat in a ring or whatever.
1-0.
I feel like I win disproportionately more than I should for whatever reason. Clearly a skill gap. Need that Roman Anthony, but don't want to play Conquest. You don't even. I haven't played Conquest, Dan. I have the Roman Anthony card. You could have him if you didn't spend all your stubs on packs.
No balls. 1 strike.
You playing Earl Weaver baseball? Is that a thing?
He's out. Save it.
Then it's perfect to merge with MLB The Show on PC. There you go. No more Mazzara, Willie Calhoun exploit. That Vladdy extension doesn't pay off. Every ace I sign turn to dust. Clearly, you're not developing your starters properly.
For Chicago, the catcher, Kelton.
1987 Earl Weaver baseball. I'll have to take a look at what that looks like.
Come on, Dalton.
Get down, ball. It does. Wow. Earl Weaver baseball video game. Ah, this one.
Shortstop, Carson.
Looks beautiful.
Williams.
That's a ball.
Sounds like a training staff program. Exactly. Yeah, I know White Sox. Yeah, no, I ain't no White Sox. You're saying you're not the White Sox, but you do exactly what the White Sox do. They fail their extensions and then troll on their free agent signings. Offline only, Out of the Show, MLB The Show, PC hybrid. Who says no? Probably both of them. Who would say yes is the fans. We sure would say yes.
No, that missed. 1-0.
Roman Anthony. Deep to right field. Not deep enough. Is La Russa still a coach? Nope. He was forced into retirement a couple of years ago. Since then, they've had 2 other coaches.
Heck one.
They had, I already forget what his name was. Pedro.
Ball.
What the heck was his name? That's how much I didn't watch the White Sox. I forgot the manager's name.
Ball.
They had that guy, and now they have Will Venable. Coming out of retirement was his first mistake. I don't even know if he considers it a mistake. It was a mistake for us. The owner bringing him out of retirement was 100% a mistake. He probably doesn't even care. I was told Pedro's bad in this game. Why? He is kind of like a super basic motion, and then I think that's the main thing for me, is that I feel like he throws kind of really over the top, and it's really easy to see his pitches.
That
And he's kind of a fastball changeup guy. And I think he has a cutter as well. Maybe he's the kind of guy who really needs a sinker. But I think on some of his cards he does throw outliers. So on paper, like, his cards aren't the worst. I think he's also been a guy who's gotten not great, like, hits per 9 ratings. I think that was the other thing for him. Something like that. But it is true. He's, like, not that good in this game. In my opinion. Oh, that's my opinion from, like, 2 years ago. I don't know if it's still true. Could have stayed going out a winner with St. Louis. Now he's known for destroying the White Sox, although some would say that's a win. Yes, they would.
That's in ball.
Right now, I think White Sox fans are mostly... We're so, like, we don't care about the team right now. We're mostly just beefing with our new play-by-play guy. He's like... I don't know. I haven't, like, seen too much of him. And he started last year, and I was like, okay, let's give him a chance to, you know, show what he's got, whatever. People were, like, ragging on him immediately. And I thought that was unfair. Because we love Jason Benetti for the most part. Most people love Jason Benetti. And so, like, they were really sad that the new guy was coming. He was saying some, like, I don't know. He had a couple of weird catchphrases and stuff like that. But now he's, like, I don't know. Yesterday, I think he was, like, dissing, what's his name? Pitching Ninja? While he was in his play-by-play. Jason Benetti was, like, Pitching Ninja's #1 fan. And so we're just beefing with the play-by-play guy now. Chase Pedro, out of every game he's ever started from against me, nice. Got his number.
1-2.
It's impressive how he destroyed the White Sox.
2-2.
I watch the games. The amount of lineouts I see are basically the same thing as MLB The Show. I do kind of feel you on that. I will still contend that there is an issue of input-output randomness. Like, they got to pick a struggle.
Yeah, what? 0-1.
Oh, I thought you were saying, oh, you watch the games out of the park. Oh, I thought you were saying real life. Watch just real life baseball? Yeah, fair.
Punch him out. And 3.
It's like I'm watching a murder in real time. But it was like a slow, like, I don't know, death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. More so than, like, 2 quick jabs to the chest.
That's a ball. Nope. That's
Curling is
outside.
where it's at. Have you been back since the first time?
We got a full count.
Full count to Jose. Get through.
Get on your horse.
50 speed, triple clutch. Results in a base hit.
Move it.
Nicholas is the best at getting those little hand check swings. Where he doesn't even bring the bat around. Just twitches his hands a little bit.
Ball outside. That's
4-pitch walk.
Take your base.
Higgins Smith got to come out pretty soon. We got 5 off of him in the first, but nothing since then. David Robertson, have not seen his card yet. Cutter, knuckle curve, a slider. Actually, I might have seen his card earlier in the year. Let's score a run.
Hike one.
No way. Wow. I thought it was all over that ball.
Ball. Hee-haw.
Yeehaw to you too, sir.
That's inside. Ball.
Waiting for a mistake here. There it was. We'll do the work today. The torpedo bats have existed for a bit, and the Yankees just went off because Nestor sucks. And it's like not even everybody on the Yankees uses it, right? There's just like 2 or 3 guys. Sounds good, Dan. Enjoy, sir. Yankees are just cheaters.
Ball. That's high. Nope. Ball.
No Yankee.
2-1.
Few of them, and I think Giancarlo was using it during the postseason. He said. That being said, I do think, I think it seems to me like there is a difference. But the better question to me is, why haven't bats been made like that for longer? Like, why did it take so long for someone to figure this out? That there's still room in the rules to make the bat better? Like, how did it take that long? Like, judging even needs help, right? No law was a Yankee stand. They're like your second favorite team. Yeah, I have to root for them too, by default now. Analytics. But that's the thing, though, is like, analytics is one thing, but like when you're talking about like moving the mass towards where you hit the ball, all that kind of stuff, like fine, maybe it needs a little bit more research. My thing is like, how have they not been making the most of like the barrel? I loved using those big barrel bats in Little League. But I didn't know there was still room for them to expand the barrel in the majors.
It's 0-1.
I hang out with so many Yankees fans that I watched like half their games. I don't know. I feel like in that situation, there's just as good of a chance that you would hate the Yankees more because you had to watch them and your friends liked them. Baseball players and coaches hate change. Absolutely. Yankees, then Dodgers, then Brewers? Really? Forgot about that. Did I know that?
No balls, 2 strikes.
How could the Yankees be your second favorite team as a Blue Jays fan? Soto ain't hurt. Yep.
Ball.
Crazy that they lost Soto and then did all that. Dude was a Yankees fan. That's why he says, you like jazz? Talking about Jason Dominguez. Yeah, exactly.
1-2.
Judge routinely hitting bombs is a vibe. How much is he at now? Like 6, 7? Sympathetic over Dodgers choking everything.
Down, ball.
True. It's so funny because they had the best team every year and they were just choking, and then so they managed to get better. They got like twice as good. The rotation was still sus, but like they were the best team and then like
Ball.
got even like 10 times better.
3-1.
They need a min-max and payroll. My solution is that the CBT, collective bargaining tax, not collective bargaining, competitive balance tax, is that it should be divisional. And so if you're over the tax, it gets distributed amongst the other teams in your division, and they have to use it as a signing bonus to an extension that year. That's the only way it can be used. So it doesn't make the other teams better. It just allows them to keep their good players for a little longer. And it doesn't allow them to refunnel their money in a way that just saves them money. Because, you know, if you gave them a break on their salary, they would use that money to pay for salary and then keep all their other expenses the same and just make more profit. But if you make them use it for contract extensions, signing bonuses to contract extensions, not even the money for the actual contract, it gives the player the incentive to take the contract
1 ball, no strikes.
without actually like affecting the team's budget.
Nope, ball. 2-0.
Judge has 4, Suarez has 5. Oh, really? I don't think you do min-max and payroll because of, to the point where we've gotten to. I think the gap is too big to really just like slap down a min-max. It would take a long process, I think. That would also result in like most parties, I think, not getting what they want. I think it would punish the teams that are trying to win. Which is like, yeah, you want the competitive experience, but
0 balls, 1
it
strike.
wouldn't be enough of a win-win, I think, is the only thing.
0-2.
It's okay on TV, but in person, it's great. First exposure to baseball was Yankees because I had a family friend who showed me what baseball is, but when I went to a Blue Jays fan, the atmosphere sold me, 100%. Teams won't overpay for crappers to fill out the minimum salary if they still want to tank. Won't teams just overpay for crappers if they still want to tank? Yes. That's for sure.
Ball, that's it.
And they'll be using other people's money to do it, probably. They'll be using, like, competitive balance money and whatever to do it.
Ball, that's outside.
You know the, what was it? The team valuations came out just recently, so I was looking at that. And it was very correlated to, like, how good each team is. Surprise, surprise. I think the valuation for the Oakland Athletics went up by like 50%. And I don't know if that just had to do with them like moving and stuff, but
Foul ball.
the White Sox were the only team that went down in value.
Hey!
Have you used crochet before? As in before this game? Yes. We got a 5.17 ERA with him. Don't think Dude Food has crocheted in his life. No, but I have sewn. Schultz? I used Schultz last game. Should be able to get him at second here. Be able to get somebody.
No, he's safe.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has. Wow. Should I be offended by that?
Ball. Ball. 3-0. That's out.
Give me a strike somewhere. All right, we gotta switch it up here. Let's go to. I want to use Goose because he's too freaking hard to control with runners on base.
Play. Right hand.
Hey,
Something you do for Riz points. Actually true. But it has not come up.
ball.
Strike him out.
That's a ball.
Schultz is good. He just doesn't go very long in the game. Like, I can have a really good start with Schultz, but he gets maybe 4 innings. At best.
Ball.
Really got to score soon.
One strike.
Haven't scored since the first.
Ball.
Bloop and a blast. It was tied until that game, until that inning. For quite a while. Jimmy Garcia. Only thrown 10 pitches. Could keep him in if you wanted to.
Now pitching.
It's going to be Holby.
Milner.
No balls. One strike.
Very small PCI. The ambush. Sounded pretty loud, but it's just a little chopper to second. I'm getting so in between on pitches that I think are going to be strikes and aren't, and then are, and then aren't. I'm only really making contacts with the pitches out of the zone right now. And some easy outs.
Foul ball.
Staying alive. All right. A lot of dots. A lot of dots in that inning. What up, Webb? Weebeck. Weebeck. First game was good. This game started hot and then kind of fell off hard here. I didn't do too good with Teal. I was swinging late with him to start the year, and he was one of the first hitters that I got rid of. Kyle Teal was one of the first hitters I got rid of. Hagen Smith was one of the first pitchers I got rid of.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The White Sox were not clutching up. Lenny Sosa has a home run. I think he's the only one that scored for the White Sox today.
Now pitching. Mark Davis.
What you tonight? What you up to tonight, Webb?
There we go. That's the way.
Feel like that's a really random player to have a autograph of, but I feel like I remember you talking about when you pulled him. And you're like, guess who it is? And the first name that came to mind was Lenny Sosa. I was like, it couldn't be him. Get down. Please be the bloop I need. Wow, that stays up somehow. Need to get to the top of the lineup here. We're gonna do some messing around here. Let's get trying to get some speed on base. hobby boxes. Oh, did I guess it? I thought I like never actually guessed it. But I remember it being like the first one that came to mind. I was like, nah, it couldn't be.
Get there!
He's out now, kid. No! Ball. Hey! Ha!
Doing some games tonight. Noise.
1-1.
I should be back for some games tomorrow, hopefully. The ball is off the wall. We're staying to first. That run doesn't matter. They will probably let me take second base. We're at the top of the lineup now. No, they're holding at first.
No, that missed.
Keeping the hope alive.
1-0.
Now pitching.
It's going to be the lefty, Roldis Chapman. Oh, just below the zone. If that was a little higher, it might have been gone. I feel like I made a lot of contact on pitches out of the zone in the middle innings and kind of wasted that time. That kind of sucks. This is just the continuation of being like right here. That guy gets into World Series, and I've just been floating. I got to like 770, I think. Tank back down. I'll be back in 2 minutes. We should have time for maybe 2 more games, hopefully. Got a perfect hit. Yeah, I guess so. That's something. Yo, sounds good, Flatwoods. Thanks for coming in, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the rest of the, or hopefully you're enjoying the game. And yeah, next time I'll be live is probably next week. But in the meantime, let's keep a gaming. 333 for Bautista. Let's make sure Jazz is in here somewhere. Should I start him? Not sure who to take out. I guess I'll take out PCA. Keep him on the bench for now. All right, let's try to get that win back ASAP. I wouldn't say low key. I was about to say low key, but probably not very low key. Is that I've been doing pretty well getting good streaks going when the ball's coming over the zone. Hitting the ball pretty decent. And then as soon as they start making those like nice little edge pitches just off the plate, then I start falling off a little bit. Loki? Was that the team name? Loki Sasaki? Oh, because I said Loki. Is this Slick Baker? Is that Cody Bellinger card? I don't know if this game feels a little laggy or what. I'm not sure if they're actually sitting on R2 or if that's just because, like, connection's trying to catch up. Oh, accidental, but I'll take it. I think I probably mentioned it one time, but one time we were playing like kickball in middle school gym class, and someone kicks the ball, and it flies towards like third base or whatever, and it flies over third base, and then there's like wind, and obviously the kickball like catches air pretty easily, so it flies over third base and then goes into the next field over.
2-2.
It's just like zoom, flies over to the next field, and the coach, the gym teacher calls it fair. He's like, I'm like, that's not how it works. And he's like, no, man, if the ball crosses the bag, if the ball goes over the bag, it's a fair ball. And I'm like, I think you're forgetting a little part of that rule, my friend.
No, that's
I was like,
inside.
I was too perplexed. I was too, like, bewildered to respond after that. I wasn't about to argue about it in gym class, but yeah, I think he forgot a little part of that rule there. The ball just flew over third base, never landed. Like, it didn't land until it landed in the next field.
3-1.
Quite adamant it was called Phys Ed and not Jim. I suspect this was heavily influenced by the fact his name was Jim.
The designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
I would have called it Jim Ed just to troll him.
0-1. That's a ball.
What if his name was James Edward?
Ball.
Then he really would be Jim Ed.
2-1. Ball.
How can not get a strike right now? He would have given you detention if you did that. I'd like to see him try. Cattell making plays. We got Max Scherzer on the mound. I think he throws a cutter. The slurve. Looks like. And a nice meatball. Learned in high school that detention is almost always worth it. You know,
0-1.
I don't know if I've ever heard someone say that before, Jackie. And you know, you might be onto something. What kind of stuff did you go to detention for?
He's out.
I'd like to see him try too, but sadly he passed away a few years ago. Dang. Rest in peace.
Did he go?
Rest in peace, James Edward.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Try to read what you're supposed to read for English class because you aren't distracted.
Ball.
Oh, is that what you're saying? It's it's worth it because it gives you the time to focus.
Come on, ball, strike.
The ball didn't go 97 off the bat.
All day, baby.
Foul ball.
Now I kind of wish his middle name was Edward.
1-1.
We're just going to remember him as name as Edward, I think. Down ball. We got a hit. Soler Schwarber Bregman. I've seen those cards a lot today so far.
There we go.
And I'm still stuck on the pipeline cards. Or if you had one, yeah, fair.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball.
Give me that.
Did he go?
Hmm.
Get right out. Hike 1. 2-1. Ball.
Oh boy. That sounded perfect. It was early. I guess I don't have to feel bad.
Hike.
When was the last time we had a thing where, like, you're kind of supposed to let someone get a base for free?
Leading off for the machine,
Kind of as an unwritten rule. Have you had anything like that in a while? I'm also trying to think if that was ever a thing in Diamond Dynasty, which probably wasn't.
Ha.
Definitely in, like, custom leagues and stuff. Online franchise.
No, that missed.
There were times where, like, the ball's straight at a fielder and the fielder just drops it. And that would happen consistently. And maybe, like, you don't give the person the base, but you just run the batter out or something.
Hey. 2-2.
Where clearly it was, like, supposed to be an out.
We got a full count.
I feel like we haven't had to do that in a long time. I missed it. Dang. I didn't think I'd jam the PCI like that. Same teacher I knew this was heading into high school called it my mistake. Never forget the look on his face when I immediately corrected myself. Was he, like, happy? Are you saying he was, like, happy that you corrected yourself right away? Or, like, you remember his look and then you corrected yourself?
1-2.
And did he know that your brother was your brother? Like he was expecting more out of you kind of thing? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. He's like, he knows.
Hike 3.
That's funny.
What you got? One and one. Track 2.
You guys using like the middle of the plate to kind of break off some tunneled pitches?
No, that missed. That's a ball.
It's like starting the pitch like kind of in the middle square, and then letting it break on its own. Yeah, so I think what I need to do is just try to hit the ball to the right field, to the opposite field for now.
Got him.
So if I try to pull it, those sliders and cutters are all going to be swings and misses.
For the Beavers, the catcher, Hadley.
Because they start as pitches that look like you can pull. Not just the fact that they're going to be strikes, but they look like pitches you can pull, and then you pull off of it. And then your green zone shows up way out in front.
Nope. Ball.
I wonder if they'll do something like, because there's no pipeline captain right now, right? I wonder as like the pipeline series kind of fades away, if they'll add a captain for some of these kinds of sets. You got pipeline, you got your breakout cards. I feel like that would be kind of fun. But it's just weird because, like, so much of the game is just grinding for a new set every couple of weeks. And so maybe that would be less fun. Like, you'd end up keeping a lot of these cards in longer than you expect. But I do find it fun to be able to use a card. Like, 'cause, you know, it's fun to, like, PXP your card and you get your parallel 5. Please go foul. I'm going to play at home here. No play at home. So maybe that's the next step of that progression is like
The second baseman, Labor.
the sets don't necessarily start. Oh my god. They don't necessarily start with a captain, but they end with a captain. That the set can kind of compete with like 92 overalls and stuff like that.
Inside.
The question just becomes like, does it become less of a incentive to get the newer cards at that point?
Ball. That's in.
I think maybe like once the new 92s come out, then you get a captain to like let these cards be kind of close to 91s or something, so that they're competitive, but the new cards are still better. Maybe something like that.
Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Contact swinging. Contact swing for the win. He's in right field.
Oh, he's safe.
Number 12. That play was kind of close. That's Solaren, right?
Hey!
Wanted that pitch. Didn't mean to check.
High 2. 0-2.
Hey, you got a blooper earlier. Let me get a blooper.
Now batting, the
I think he actually got 2 bloopers, or maybe that was the last guy I played. This guy definitely got an RBI blooper. I just can't remember about the first.
Nope,
was another
that's
one.
outside. Ball.
I feel good about this matchup right here.
Two and two.
Yeah, he's still batting 344.
Full count. Ball
He
four,
takes a walk.
take your base. Ball.
Else Clutch gets his contact up to a 91.
That missed. That's a ball.
A lot of check swings for me so far this inning.
Keep the inning alive. 3-1.
Still penny pinching. Can you buy the live series right now? Can you complete the collection with the stubs you have if you wanted to? Ball 4 once again. 2 walks in an inning. Never before seen. All right, so clutch time means I lose 6 contact against righties. Bautista doesn't hit a grand slam. He's benched.
Let's go, Jose.
Base hit now!
Aye. No balls. 2 strikes. 1-2. Two and two.
Benched.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nick.
Still short some, but I could probably complete every team but like 2. Gotcha. That's fair then. I'm gonna say if like you have enough stubs for all of them and then some left over, it's probably worth it even if you overpay. But if you're not gonna complete it the whole way, then yeah, might as well wait. Tough. I'm happy about the couple walks though. Feels like I did something, even if I really didn't.
The designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
Come on, Tanner!
I'm big on seeing all the buttons light up at once. The only guys I want to use are the big 3 from the collections anyway. Oh, that's fair. Do you have one of the... No, it sounds like you have like Witt, Otani, so dudes from both leagues. I'm going to say maybe you had one of them done, but...
Now batting, left fielder,
Sounds like neat.
Come on, Tanner.
I like to do one league at a time.
Did he go?
Otherwise, my team becomes too powerful at once. And I feel like a glutton. Thanks, Nicholas.
the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
120K for Cattell. I'm so glad I got him for like 70. What overall is Cattell? Doesn't really say here. Is it base 88? Yeah. I was like, I figured anyone over like the 87 overall cutoff because of BR
That's a ball.
was going to go up in price. Usually after launch day or after like the first week
Oh, Dana, kid.
is what ends up usually happening.
Let's go. Come
Especially after packs dry up a little bit. I had sold him. I had him and I sold him to get Judge. Did Judge go up in price at least?
Now pitching,
If you did, maybe that was a good deal.
Griffin.
All right, Scherzer's already out of the game. Griffin Jax is in.
wait for your pitch now.
Didn't know what the cutoff would be this year. I just look at whatever like the 10 win is for BR.
Hit.
This year, I think the cutoff starts at 87, 88, whatever. For the 10 win.
2-2.
140, he's 220. Okay, that's fair then. You definitely profited on that move. NL Central done for Greg. I've got just a handful of teams. I've only locked in maybe 1 or 2 diamonds, if any. May just go by the remaining 87 plus guys. But no, I think it makes sense to wait, just because you can't finish it all at once.
Did he go?
God dang.
Here what? No balls. One
My
strike.
swings were so crisp to start the stream. And then they slowed down, and as soon as I said that, I had a home run. 235 could be just enough to buy up the 3 diamonds I need for the AL East. Vlad Adley Judge. Okay. You get a good card for the AL East collection.
One.
I don't know if I'll finish the collection this year. I have not finished it the last couple of years, I think. Obviously, barely played. But, yeah, I think the number of stubs I would have to save up would be way more than would be useful for my team, because
0-2.
probably by the time that I could collect those cards, I would probably, like, 99s would probably be in the game by then. And so I might as well, like, make the most of my stubs, fill out my bullpen, buy all the cards that I want to use. Maybe do some of the smaller collections in the meantime. But that's just me, because I'm not, like, grinding the market. I'm not grinding stubs. Not grinding BR to get these cards. Not grinding Diamond Quest to get these cards. So that's just because, like, I just want to play this year. Which I always say. And then I end up grinding something. And so, like, in a little bit of my downtime where I'm like, I don't have the energy to play ranked right now. But I don't really have time to play a different game. So I just turn on MLB The Show. Pretty much just spend some time doing moments. It's pretty much the extent of what I'm doing for grinding.
Leading off for Chicago, the shortstop, Carson Williams.
Looking for it. Got it. Smacked it. It's Belly in center field. We're going to stay at first. And we got the top of the lineup. I like that. Goes lefty. Then I've got Cattell right behind him. Hobie Milner again. Now that I've seen him today, I'm hoping I can get 3 runs off of him. That's all you need. It's a little topper rolled through. So they still have that thing where you can see what pitch he's throwing. I feel like they fixed that a couple years ago.
Ball, that's outside.
Does he still tip his pitches? Oh, just missed it. Super high in the air. I feel like that's like one of the highest fly balls I've ever hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Jose's got a double off the wall. And now he's going to have another double. See if we can score that run from first. Stay in third. Perfect on the sinker.
Nope, ball.
Thought he was thinking about walking him for a second. It's deep enough, I think we're going to have to try to send it. Not a good position from the left fielder either. Was stepping back as he caught it. 2 strikeouts for Kobe here. You can just slurve down the middle.
Hey-ha.
Or sweep or whatever he throws.
Nope, ball. 1 and 2.
Drop for me. Dropped into the glove.
Leading off for Bang, the first baseman, Anthony.
Probably could have had a better at bat there. But we do put up a couple runs, take the lead.
Ball out.
Really wish I could have won that last game.
Get down, ball. Drop.
I don't think there was a chance to catch anything there. Go foul. Please. Just like that, give up the lead. On like what, 2 pitches? That was a very early swing. That was also 97 off the bat. The Jose Bautista was 97 off the bat in the first inning. Oops. I think I didn't expect that bar to move.
Now batting, the right fielder.
On the meter there.
Soler.
1-0.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe it was like topspin or something. Would have thought the 97 would have gone. 96. Let's go, dude. Food.
1 and 1.
Yeah, I had a lead for about 2 seconds. There you go. That's for you, Egg. That's from your encouragement. Couldn't have done it without you. Just towards the end of the bat. All right, let's put up 3 more against your boy, Homie Milner.
Hee-haw. It's 0 and 1.
The left fielder.
Christian Moore hit a homer against a righty. He's even better against lefties. You know what that means. Fun fact, fan fact, I finally have completed PXP missions for every silver gold TA card. Nice.
Now batting, catcher, Delton. Rushing.
What's next on the grind? Ooh, messed that one up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Slightly less fun. I'm almost there for all 30 Jolt cards.
Carson.
Very good.
Williams. Now
I feel like I've made a decent amount of progress just like from completing innings and stuff like that, just from playing ranked. But I feel like there's not a lot of checkpoint stuff in Team Affinity this year.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1
Like, yeah, you get the silvers and golds, but I feel like it's been kind of hard to track the progress. Maybe it's more because of like all those what is it? Those long-term missions like kind of show up first in the post-game mission list. Jolt Cola, as long as it's not Ford Loco. Holiday, Caminero, Ripken, Ruth Thomas, and Buckles.
He's go.
Here's animation number 4 out of the 500. Actually being able to make that play
1-0.
instead of it going through. It's the rating currently just below 700.
No, ball. 2-0. That's
And
a ball.
Franco. I think my peak so far this year has been
No, that's ball
771.
4. Runner, take your base.
And I lost like 4 games in a row. Mayo with a good play. Situationally, that's not even a bad idea. Get the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Who is the... Whoa, that was a big dive from him. I'm going to say that he's the go-ahead run at the top of the order coming up. It wasn't a great hitter in the 9th spot, so I feel like the bunt was a pretty good idea. And he got it to the right guy. Like, you get it to the silver fielding third baseman. Pretty good bunt. Ratino. Hit low.
One, two.
Strike him out!
Hike.
Okay, staying at 3-3. Going to top of the order.
The center fielder, Robad.
Hee-haw.
Four-seam slider,
0-1.
change it. Oh, yeah. Schwarber left field. Schwarber left and Soler in right. I believe. Very late. Which I don't mind because he got a very early homer earlier.
1-0.
Small ball. The guy who said he hasn't done Conquest, do it, you coward. I haven't done Conquest in probably 4 years. Why would I waste my time playing Conquest when I have like 3 hours a week to play this game? Conquest? Conquest?
Now pitching.
Never. Slider swerve, circle, hinker. By the way, I don't know if anybody still has this issue. I'm going to keep asking because I keep forgetting to look. When I hit R2, the pitches don't show up. Does anybody know what setting I have turned off?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nerd who doesn't play Risk sounds like a fraud. Unironically, I would 100% stream Risk.
1 and 2's the count.
I would not play Conquest.
That's a ball.
Diamond Quest is kind of like Conquest, and I hate Diamond Quest more. Dang it. Diamond Quest is kind of cool. I just don't like the modes. I don't like any game modes in any game where, like,
That's in ball.
you have to, like, gamble your rewards. That's all. Yeah, bunch weekly interactive massive particles. WIMP. 3 more manageable steps and it's too much for you. Not that it's too much, it's that it's boring. That's the only thing that's like tough about MLB is
What you got?
so much of like the game is so just play 3 inning games.
You got this!
No,
So
that's outside. Ball.
that's why I do like the fact that Diamond Quest has like these missions built into it. Finally take the lead here. I'm gonna try to get 2.
Safe.
Nice. Diamond Quest has a mission come in. I heard they're a little repetitive, like they're the same ones over and over, but I like how that part is set up. I think that's pretty fun. And I think Showdown could have had a different vibe if it didn't get like so overplayed that first year because of like how Team Affinity you can just repeatedly grind it. I think Showdown just feels a little bit more boring because of getting overplayed that first year.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
But I think in theory it was like pretty good.
Now pitching.
Sounds like an electron collider. Dude food, I want more game modes. Also, I don't like any game modes in the game. Hey, I've been a little bit more specific about what game modes I wanted. And it certainly wasn't it wasn't another offline mode, but again, I do give credit that it's not just like play 3 inning games. Like mini seasons, just play a bunch of 3 inning games. Conquest, play a bunch of 3 inning games.
Ball. 1 and 0.
because they've leaned a lot into like winning games. And I like the modifiers that come up in Diamond Quest. There's a lot of good stuff in Diamond Quest. I just don't like kind of the final part of it on how you win. But that's just a me thing. It's not that it's like bad game design or anything like that. It's just not a me thing. That's all. But I think there's a lot of room to work on how squads work and how multiplayer modes work. Electron Club Collider. Don't play any game modes in the game. I thought you were going to stop there and be like, we finally found someone who does hate fun. Normally when someone says that, I want to slap them in the head because they might as well be saying, how dare someone have a different opinion than me? But when you say, I don't like any mode in any game, well, I don't feel like anything that I said was in line with that, but... Oh, Christian Moore. Another good swing. Specifically what I was saying, if it wasn't clear, specifically what I was saying was any game that has a mode in which you've grinded to get a certain amount of rewards, and then if you lose at a certain point, you just lose all the rewards that you grinded towards in that time period. I hate those. In any game that does a mode like that, I hate that. And that's just me. I don't think it breaks necessarily the rules of good game design or anything necessarily, but it's just me.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Hartson. Williams.
Ball. 1-0. Hee-haw.
What up, Brody?
1-1. Ball.
I read it the second time and get back to you. I feel like my reply was still valid. Oh, we didn't go home. Okay. First and third again. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, chat. Everybody read Greg's last 2 messages and you let me know if his messages responded exactly to my comments. Egg. Egg. A-I-G, egg. We will let Chad decide.
0-1. 2. 0-2.
Get up, ball. That's for you, Brody. Ketel Marte, 3-run homer. Channeling the Brody power right there. Against Diamond Chapman. Is that the egg that got 30 million likes on Instagram? Is that the egg?
0-2.
Is that egg backup? Swing 'em.
0-2.
All right, good comeback from last game. We scored a lot in that first inning. Couldn't keep it going, but now this game here we put up 8, and we put up a lot of them late. A lot of them against that Roll Chapman card too. So it's clearly not the velo that's beating me. It's a matter of swinging at pitches out of the zone, and that's about it. Beware of counter comeback. True. I don't even care if I lose this game. I'm just glad I scored runs. That's not true. I'll cry if I lose this game. On stream.
Ball.
I think Dibble gets one more base runner.
Foul ball.
Probably need to change up the look here. Okay. Sinkers it is. Class A? No sinker for Class A. Go Goose.
Now pitching.
We just can't give up a base runner with the goose because I really don't want to face people out of the stretch of this guy.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Time to hit the panic button.
1-0.
Well, it depends. It's a save situation now, which I didn't really want to get into a save situation. I think panic button doesn't count until you have to take out your closer. I think that's what panic button would be. My closer needs to come out of the game. We are certainly hitting the panic button.
That's inside. Ball.
When will that happen, you might ask? Potentially in 2 more batters.
1-1. Ball. 2-1.
I'm going to go halfway. Might soon be jammed. It really might.
2-2's the count.
All right, let's see if we can turn and burn. No, sir. Finally got the first out after giving up 3 runs this inning. Turned it into a real ball game here.
No, that's out.
Right down the middle. Why? Why did that pitch go down the middle? What? I don't remember exactly what input I had there, but I didn't think it was a down the middle kind of input. All right. Really don't want to bring in Class A, but we're going to do it. I feel like I need a sinker.
No, that's in.
Wee woo, wee woo. There we go. Take the controller from you? I don't think so. I'd still like to win the game.
Ball. Head on a tag.
Oh, was that last swing a perfect? The previous one I'm pretty sure was. Who was the last out there? It was after Santander Torres. Where's perfect? It was extreme timing? Is there no perfect timing? No, it was a perfect. Yeah. Last thing was a perfect too. Not pattern analysis, never a good sign. Let me just clip what just happened so I can show you. Save recent gameplay, let's say last 3 minutes. Let me just show you what just happened here. Okay, first of all, I started this inning up by 5, I think. Then I gave up like 3 homers. Now I was up by 1. First of all, let me see the input on this one. Fastball I was trying to throw away. Yeah, see, that was a pretty good input, right? Like that was a reasonable fastball input.
No, that's out.
Your rotation pen. See, that pitch, like, I don't think that pitch should have been down the middle. I believed. Okay. Then we have this situation. I bring in Class A to try to close it down. Now that we've hit the panic button. This is where the panic button was hit. We brought in, took out the closer. Now I try to throw that fastball again. That was the same pitch to belly, same input pretty much. That one gets the corner. Now we're 2-1. Opponent's bullpen is like, I don't know if you have to go in. So I think that was a perfect. Roman Anthony in center field. Diving play makes the blue throw to second base. Got him out for out number 2. And then immediately we try to throw a class A cutter away. Perfect swing. Probably. I think that's what we did see in the batter analysis. That's why I went in there. And then he perfects for a line out to end the game. That Roman Anthony play was actually insane. Chase pack. No notes. That was crazy. Where did I get the chase pack from? It just kind of appeared. I'll take it. Does anybody know how to access rotation pen? I think you just have to do it in the pause menu, but I'm not sure. We had to make it a little bit exciting. We got time for one more game, though. We will play after we pull this chase pack real quick. And yeah, the panic button was smashed. I'm not going to lie. All right, first, we got a bowling pack. Now we got a chase pack. It's a diamond. It's the starting pitcher. And it's Logan Gilbert. Why is he doing the LeBron James? And he's worth 3,800 stubs. All right. Welcome back, Matt. How you doing, sir? 27-19. Elite record. Gotta stand up after that game. Closing it out with Arietta tonight. How's the dude food? We're 2-1, so that's okay. Gameplay wise, some interesting games so far. Being chilling. How about you? How's work? I think next weekend, not this weekend, but the following weekend, I think is Weekend Classic. So I'm hoping to try to grind up as far as I can before then. I haven't really played since the last time I streamed. That's not true. But I haven't played since last week, Thursday or so. I've been playing co-op. And then most likely next season, we're going to start streaming co-op. That'll be fun. But I have played like a lot of ranked games. I played like 50 ranked games or something like that.
Batting second, the second baseman, Pitel Marte.
Nice. What I'm trying to figure out is,
Batting third, the designated hitter, Jose.
has the right person been winning most of the games that I've played? I haven't really been paying attention too much. Who will you be carrying? Anybody and everybody. I think that was a good timing.
0-2 is the count.
That did not feel like I was too early. Interesting in an anxiety-inducing way.
Ball.
That sounds not ideal. How so? That one was the circle change that time. There's weird feedbacks happening right now. I'm getting 2 early feedbacks, but then, like, the ball is kind of teleporting in my feedback, so I don't know what's going on.
No balls, 2
People have gone Game of Thrones. I feel like you guys have promotions opening up every, like, 2 months, pretty much. Is that kind of how it's been? Is it because the team keeps growing, or, like, people keep leaving? Or people, like, getting moved up to corporate and stuff?
0-1's the count. Hey! 0-2.
Every 3 months? Yeah, fair enough.
3.
Will there be a red wedding?
Hey!
That's a thing, right?
0-1.
Interesting to explain, because I did to my wife yesterday. It's an interesting way of looking at things.
Batting third, the second baseman, Alex Bregman.
Very interesting to hear what to be happening.
0-1's the count.
Bregman's swing is interesting because he has a really compact swing itself. Then his finish is like super long. Not educated, smart, hardworking people usually end up okay.
The center field,
Too lazy to move on to get educated, didn't have any ambition.
Bellinger.
Ball. Down.
Matt starting from the top rope. I like it.
Ball. That's too high.
Yo! Circle change down the middle. Try a curveball here.
3-2.
I thought he was going to swing at that for sure. Got him swinging at the slider earlier, so.
Come on now. Out. No.
I thought that curveball might look like a hanging slider. Get the chase, but at least he swung at the slider in the end.
He's out. All day.
Had a few of those today where it's like right at the bottom of the zone. Usually an easy pitch to home run if you smash the PCI, but I haven't been smashing the PCI, and then I should have been smashing the PCI. Skipping 3 stops because he's in a relationship with our general manager. Ooh,
That's a ball.
top of the store. Not getting anything. Eventually moved on because he got tired of sleeping with the manager. Being yelled at for being bad at everything. Yeah. Several supervisors move on because they weren't moving up, and they were all not really good at doing their job either. There we go. We'll get one through finally. I think I'm seeing the ball, just missing it by a little bit. We'll get there, though. Just by a little bit.
Inside. Ball 1.
Depends on how good someone is. If you try to get them out early inside, then sometimes it's harder to get them out early inside later because you just like bust them inside and they just keep looking for that pitch later.
Hey!
Because like McGuire's one of those guys who struggles to hit the inside pitch. But you'll face a good player and they're looking for that pitch and trying to take it away from you. So they'll look for it early. So you can beat them away. But against not as good players, they're not going to hit that pitch anyway. So you just, if you throw a mistake away, then they're going to hit it. So it's kind of a backwards on how you lose in that situation. Senior manager leaving the store's number 2. She hates our general manager and missed out on 2 promotions, which is why she came to work with us in the first place. She got moved up super fast.
That's a ball.
She had a relationship with her GM at the last theater before moving to ours. Was good at her job and is leaving. Is she going to another theater?
1-1.
Yeah, there's a lot of little webs in this interconnectedness. One more game gets me the 500 PXP with Holiday, Ripken, Ruth, and Buckles, and then you have what? 2 more? Franco. Somebody else. A lot of perfects today with Carson Williams. Finally, I smashed the pitch at the bottom of the zone. Been grounding over that all day. I was just about to say, Roman Anthony's batting average is still going up. I think he was batting like 340 something a few games ago. Maybe it's 360 something. Franco Thomas Caminero.
The batter number
Almost there.
second baseman, Pitel Marte.
Aye. 0-1.
Try for it, even though it'd be a bit of a jump for you. There you go. Get a ball. Nice. Decent chance to get it. Be a decent money for a change. That would be nice. Is the job itself more like anxiety inducing, or just the process of trying to get there is the tough part? Bring back double PXP. I would love that, especially since I was not here for double PXP weekend. So I didn't get to participate.
0-2 is the count.
It was catchable if you got an extra step. Been swinging and missing a lot with Jose so far. He does have low vision, but good enough contact. That should have been home run. Okay, yeah, that would be good. Kind of a win-win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Didn't wish to no life the weekend. Fair. Ooh, that's a home run. Nice. Smashing the PCI works, kids.
Aye. 0-2.
Didn't quite get there that time, but big runs this inning. Big runs.
Leading off for the Dreamers, the right fielder, Sega Suzuki.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
See if Walter can get there. Walter or Walker? I always forget his name. Walker. I'll still forget next time anyway.
There you go. That ball
That was a pretty hard hit. Well below the zone.
Ball that's outside.
Of course. Just me and my old age.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball.
I feel like I haven't been using the top part of the zone enough recently.
Let's go, Corey.
Good snag. Plenty of time. Thank you, Nicholas. Just missed that one. It wasn't a sinker, but it's gone anyway. Okay. Yeah, why not? I was geared up for a sinker. You could see the PCI. That was lining up for a sinker for sure.
Ball one.
Ooh. Got under it and was actually early. Perfect that time. I think that was out of the zone. Just on the corner. Let's see. Are they bringing a new pitcher or are they gone? Or neither. Just checking out the vibes. It was a weird looking swing. He got like around it. Still hit it pretty far though.
Hey.
Carson Williams batting 345. I did not expect.
Ball.
Because I'm pretty sure I used this Carson Williams card like last year or the year before. I'm pretty sure I was not very good with it. I think he has the same Vinny Casilla swing or whatever.
Ball three.
Surprised it didn't go out too. Yeah. Definitely missed it PCI wise, but
3-2.
felt good coming in. Oh yeah. I guess that's why Carson Williams betting 345. But no, I've had a lot of perfects with him today.
Foul ball.
Might be able to take a walk here.
That's outside.
I was thinking that, and then I was like, oh, well, Kittel's batting next. Pretty sure he has a home run already in this game. And last game, but this guy doesn't know that. He goes 5 fastball again. Couple of rocket foul balls in that inning. Not at bat, but nothing to show for it.
That ball's foul.
Isn't it funny that 2 MLB teams are playing in minor league stadiums this season? Yeah. I'd forgotten about the Rays thing. How many twice at the same time, right? Unless he's stream sniping, but if he is, I almost feel sorry for him. Nah, I don't think so. Throw the baseball, please. Yeah, very odd. And it's also more odd that it's not because of like circumstance. Like one of them like doesn't necessarily have to happen. Because we had it with what, the COVID stuff with the Blue Jays. Is that what happened with them? And then obviously the Rays with the damage. And obviously the Yankees, but that's their major league park. Anyway. First time the Rays played a regular season opener. Regular season home game outside. Interesting. Have they been playing in the same park since the Devil Rays? I watched my first Studio Ghibli movie in a while, Matt.
Hey.
Guess which one it was. Wait, what? I thought that was a fly ball. Looked like it off the bat.
That's out.
Like, I thought it was still a foul ball, but I thought it was hitting the air. Few plans to build a proper stadium for them, and none of them have come to fruition. Now they're trying to move. They're trying to, like, split time with Montreal. Oh, my God. In Texas, too. Different ballpark, but still in Texas. 112 off the bat. I feel like it's hard to hit a breaking ball with Jose, but the fastballs and the sinkers he can demolish.
That ball's foul.
Right past his face. 5-1, no outs. Top of the fifth. I think another home run might end it here. For now, we'll just take it to another perfect through the infield. That's 3 in a row. Whatever was happening to start the year, perfects being a lot of outs. I think we're getting some more power guys in the game, and that's helping a little bit. And more guys that are like more power than contact. Nobody had time to Photoshop the Wander Franco jerseys from the concept art before the public revealed him after the storybook. Ding. I forgot about that. I mean, I remember what happened, but I didn't remember that part of the jerseys.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Previous pitch felt like it slowed down before it got to me.
That's an out.
Safe. We drive in another run.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Where's he going?
He's safe.
Trying to get 2. There's already 1. There's already 2. Basically a wall they forgot. Wow.
All ones the count.
Carson, make him pay. 102 off the bat. It's 407 to center field, though. Still gone. We really made him pay for that mistake. That was just late, but it was fully in the green, so I don't know. I feel like that was valid. This is how the White Sox do it. Definitely on the defensive side.
Hey! 0-1.
3 runs that couldn't have been avoided. Let's make it even more.
No, that's foul.
Oh boy. Stay at second there. Little chunky ball right there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Jose's already got a homer this inning. Oh, check swing. All right. Anybody know if they brought discipline back as a factor in check swings? They got rid of it a few years ago, but it feels like it plays into it now. You know what that means. In Texas. 2 up with Bautista in Texas. That would have really been something.
1-1.
Imagine if Rogue Nedor was playing second base. And you blew it. I blame Jose Bautista. I accept no responsibility.
Get on your horse. Out.
Wait, I don't know if you heard the question, Matt. I watched my first Studio Ghibli movie in a while. Guess which one it was. That's okay. I wasn't sure if you were just anti-Studio Ghibli and wanted to ignore the question, which would have been fine too.
Nope.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
That one looked weird. No, they're amazing movies.
Got him.
Which is why I asked. I was pretty sure that you enjoyed them, but like, I don't know. Even ranked them. I feel like we have talked about it. So have talked about it. Before. Newest one was Boy and the Heron. Heron. Most popular, probably Spirited Away. I think from when I remember us talking about it, I think the one that I watched is towards the bottom of your list. Totoro is at the bottom of your list? No, it wasn't Totoro. I'm gonna hang on to some of these. These are like not that expensive right now, so we're gonna hold on to it. I remember what movie it was. I just wasn't sure if it was if this one was at the bottom of your list. I thought it was, but I'm not sure. One more guess. Who we got this time? Catcher. Adley. Dead bottom is Pompoko for you? I don't even know that one. Mononoke just got re-released. D3, upset that you left us for Strike Zone 1. Lame. Unfortunately, I have been hitting better, and I've been hitting inside sinkers. So I might have to stick with Strike Zone 1, unfortunately. Sorry, D3. I apologize. Got the notification for that poll? Enjoy. No, it was Ponyo. I will show no mercy during our Sluggers game. I'd like to see you try. Okay, just because it was crazy is actually one of your favorites? Okay, nice. Then I was probably thinking of Totoro. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just like completely hallucinating our conversation in the first place. This was the game previous that we were playing. I was up like 5 runs at the top of this inning.
Oh.
And then this happened. For anybody that missed it, it was right before you came in, Matt. Perfect to center field. Roman Anthony in center field. Diving play, blue throw. Throws out the runner at second base on the perfect swing. And then immediately on the next pitch, we're up by 1, 2 outs. Cutter on the corner, perfect from Glaber. We went into the batter's analysis and confirmed that was a perfect. The line's out to right field. Still need to see Moving Castle. Did you like Ponyo, ASG, if you watched it? We were trying to... I think my wife wanted to see The Wind Rises or whatever that one's called. But I've seen like half of that movie before, and I thought it was fine, but like we were watching it with like family, and then like half the people didn't want to watch it anymore, so they left. They like stopped watching the movie. It's like, okay, fine. And then I wanted to watch something that was like neither of us had watched before. What a crazy nice play. Thank you, sir. Preach. A lot less entertaining, more artsy, but I liked it. I think that's what my wife was kind of feeling too by the end of it. I was like, there's not like a lot that happens in that movie. Shout out, dude, wife. Wife food. Dude, wife is crazy. Yeah, it was like a lot of stuff that like not a lot of stuff happened in that movie. But it was like nice and cute and whatever. Wife food. Oh, Webb made the switch to the Twitch. YouTube is over. Those are fun games. Well, I think we went, what, 3-1 in the stream? Let me look at the content schedule. Can you find it in here? Yeah, you can. Okay. So, content schedule. 4/2 is today. Friday, we get live content stream, April Spotlight program, and Last Ride program as well. So we get a bunch of stuff on Friday. A lot of stuff to do this weekend. And then let me see what is going on with multiplayer. Rating is currently at 756, so we are probably 2 to 3 games away from World Series. Currently, I have an opportunity for 385 plus live series cards, Weekend Classic Choice Pack, a Premier Choice Pack, but doesn't say which kind of Premier. I think 25 for 1 win. Every win after 7 plus is a ball-in pack, which is pretty good. That's really good, actually. Because you're just playing ranked at that point. Webb seeing the Minecraft movie this Friday? Ooh. I'm your FBI agent. I can't get away from Webb. But yeah, what's your favorite Ghibli movie, SG? All right. Here, Gold 2. So this is once you hit World Series. This starts in 8 days and 16 hours. So next Thursday, this starts pretty much. 2 wins gets you 12 ball-in packs, and you get a decent amount of stubs for a lot of these too. Your first win, you get 15K stubs. Minecraft tomorrow at our theater. Our favorite is Porco Rosso. Just watched the other day. Okay. Your favorite Ghibli? Yes, sir. Kind of like a Studio Ghibli Casablanca. You get an Ultra Choice pack in here if you get to Diamond. This is if you hit 900 plus. If you hit 1,000 plus, get into this one. So I'm hoping I can get into this one. In previous years, that's never been an issue, but for some reason, I'm just not getting consistent this year. I think these games are still on Hall of Fame. No, these games are on Legend. These games are on... Not sure. I'm not sure which games are on GOAT. This might be still Hall of Fame. This might be Legend. This for sure is on GOAT. I think this is the only one that's on GOAT. You get 250,000 stubs if you get 6 wins in a row. That's pretty cool. These rewards look pretty good. 3 wins, like, is very doable. Going 3-3 at this rating, very doable. You get 50 packs, 2 choice packs, 15 ball-in packs, a couple of ultras if you win just 1 more game in a row. Or not in a row, but out of your first 6. But I'm trying to get here. Chase pack times 2, live series times 4. Those are going to be tough to get. 5 and 6 wins, going to be tough. I'm kind of shooting for like the 4 wins in the first 6 games. I know I can do 3. 4 wins is where it's going to be like on a decent day I can get to. 6 wins is going to be tough, but because these are like full ranked games. Mononoke, okay. I'll have to keep these in the back of my mind because I know my wife's going to want to watch more of them, so I'll keep them in mind to see what she'll like. Because I have a feeling she'll like the ones that Matt was talking about. Although you said you didn't like Totoro. I think that's one of her favorites. But yeah, I might try to double stream. What I will probably do is I think I'm going to try to play the first 6 off stream. And then I'm going to maybe try to do another stream on the weekend. And I'll try to double stream. If not, I'll just try to stream this. And then after that, we'll probably end up doing some co-op games. Everyone else likes Totoro. I didn't, though. I'm the weird one. Okay, fair. The really cool thing is that after you hit this level, the gold one, what I really like about this is that you get ballin' for every game you win after your first 6. So that's really good. And then the leaderboard finish, top 10, doable, but you just get like regular show packs. So leaderboard finish isn't as juicy as I was hoping for. But the ball-in packs are pretty good. Because it's literally just playing ranked games. All right, multiplayer. This ends at the end of Weekend Classic. And I'm still pretty far away, but we'll get there. GG's. Time for bed. I got work. So yeah, we're gonna try to get to MLB The Show next Wednesday. Tune in, see if we've already hit World Series, then I'm gonna try to hit the next tier up for Weekend Classic. If I can hit 1,000, that would be cool, but I'm struggling to get to World Series. So one step at a time. We will see when we get there. All right, in the meantime, we are going to raid Tiz Meeks. And I will see you guys very soon. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for hanging. Hope you had a good time. No other news for now. See how this content comes out on Friday. Peace, my friends. I will see you later. Have a good night.